Hello dear students, this is part 2 of time and work, right? Here we are going to discuss time and efficiency ratio, right? So let's start. Efficiency and time ratio, right? Concept says if the efficiencies of two workers A and B are in the ratio x is to y, then time taken by them to complete the same work will be in the ratio y is to x. We can say time and efficiencies are in reverse order, right? So everyone, if there are two workers A and B and they have the efficiencies in the ratio x is to y, then for the same work, they take the time in the ratio y is to x, right? It is just reverse of it, right everyone? Fine. So for two workers it is simple, right? But when it comes to three workers, then how do we reverse it? Let me tell you. For two workers it's very simple. We have just, if it is x is to y, then it will be y is to x, right? For two workers it is like this. But for three workers it will be like this. Let's say it is 1 is to 2 is to 3, right? And we need to reverse it. This is the ratio of efficiency, right? Then what will be the ratio of the time? We need to find the reverse ratio of this, right? So suppose that we need to put the value over here. So we will hide 1 and we will multiply the rest quantities, right? 2 into 3. 2 into 3 is what? 6, right? So 6 will come over here. Fine. Now we will just hide 2 and we will be multiplying 1 into 3, right? So 1 into 3 is what? 3. So 3 will be coming over here. Now hide 3 and try to multiply 1 into 2. So 1 into 2 is what? 2. So 2 will be coming over here, right? So reverse is 6 is to 3 is to 2, right? So just check. A is to B is what? A is to B is 1 is to 2. So it has to be 2 is to 1. So this is 2 is to 1, right? Yes, this is 2 is to 1, right? So this is A is to B is to C, right? Reverse of A is to B is to C. So this is 2 is to 1, correct? Now this is 2 is to 3. So it has to become like 3 is to 2. It is 3 is to 2. And this is 1 is to 3, right? So this is 3 is to 1. Yes. So everything has been reversed, right? Everybody fine. Now let's take one more example. A, B, C, right? We need to reverse. Let's say we have 2 is to 3 is to 5. Now we need to reverse of it. This is the, let's say, ratio of efficiency. We need to find the ratio of time, right? So just ignore 2, multiply the other 2, right? 3 into 5 is what? 15. Now ignore 3, multiply the other 2, right? So this is 5 into 2, 10. Now ignore 5, multiply the other 2, rest 2 into 3. So this is 6. So 15 is to 10 is to 6, right? This is the reverse of 2 is to 3 is to 5. Okay everyone, fine. So if we have like two workers, then it is very simple to find the reverse of it. If we have more than two workers, then we will find the reverse of it with this process, right? Just hide 1 and multiply the rest all the terms, right? So let's say we have 3 workers, we have 4 workers, we have 5 workers. So only this process will be applicable. Fine. Okay, now let's talk about the questions based on this concept. Fine. Now let's talk about the questions. Okay. First question says A is 50% more efficient than B. In how many days B can finish a certain work which A can finish in 40 days? See everyone, question says A is 50% more efficient than B. So B is 100%. A is 50% more efficient. It means A will be 150%. Fine. So the ratio of the efficiencies of A and B is, this is like the ratio of 150 is to 100 is what? 3 is to 2. Both the numbers are divisible by 50. So the ratio of their efficiencies are in the ratio 3 is to 2, right? So the time taken for the same work will be in the ratio 2 is to 3, right? The reverse of it will be 2 is to 3, right? So time taken by A is to time taken by B are in the ratio 2 is to 3, right? Now, which A can finish in 40 days, fine. So A is finishing a work in 40 days. So the number of days which are here and here will be in the ratio 2 is to 3, right? So 2 is equal to what? 40. So this is what? This is 20 times of 2. So obviously 20 times of 3 will be coming over here, which is equal to 60, right? So B will be taking 60 days to finish that work which A can finish in 40 days, right? So the answer is 60 days. Okay, everyone. This is a very simple approach. We will be taking the same approach for solving these type of other questions, right? Okay, let's talk about the next question. Sakshi can do a piece of work in 20 days. Tanya is 25% more efficient than Sakshi. In how many days Tanya alone will complete it? Okay, this is Sakshi and this is Tanya. Tanya is 25% more efficient than Sakshi, right? So just assume Sakshi has 100%, so Tanya will be 125%, right? So the ratio is what, 4:5, because both the numbers are divisible by 25. So efficiencies are in the ratio 4:5. So time taken to complete the same work will be in the ratio 5:4, right? Now question says, in how many days Tanya alone will do that which Sakshi is doing in 20 days. So Sakshi is doing a same work in like 20 days, fine. So this is 4 into 5. So obviously 4 into 4 is what, 16, right? So 16 days. So Tanya will finish that work in 16 days, which Sakshi can finish in 20 days, right? Okay, simple question. Actually very simple question, friends, right? Okay, so this is the answer. Now let's talk about another question. Okay, A can do a certain job in 12 days. B is 60% more efficient than A. In how many days B does alone complete the same job? Okay, A and B. B is 60% more efficient. Assume A as 100%. So B is 60% more efficient than A. So just take the ratio of these two numbers. The ratio is 5:8. Both the numbers are multiple of 20, right? So efficiencies of A and B are in the ratio 5:8. So the ratio of their time will be 8:5. Okay, fine. Now A is doing a job in 12 days, right? So 12 days. So this is what? This is 1.5 times 8 into 1.5 is 12. So 5 into 1.5 will be what? 7.5. Okay, everyone. So B will be taking 7.5 days to complete that work, which A is finishing in 12 days, right? So this is the answer, right? A very simple questions, right? Friends, this approach is actually very simple. If you are using this approach, then the questions will be like way more easier to you, right? Okay, let's talk about the next question. Next question is saying A is 50% as efficient as B. C does half of the work done by A and B together. C does half of the work done by A and B together. It means what? C is half efficient as A and B together, right? If C does it in 40 days, in how many days A, B, C together can complete it? Everyone, A plus B together are double efficient as C, right? So ratio of efficiencies of A and B together and C is 2:1, right? So time taken by them will be in the ratio 1:2, reverse of it, right? Question is saying C can complete it in 40 days, right? So okay, this is 20 times. So this is 20 times. So 20 days, right? So A and B together will take 20 days to finish that work, which C is doing in 40 days, right? Now A plus B can do a certain work in 20 days and C is doing in 40 days. The question is saying in how many days all of them working together will finish that work, right? So what is the LCM of 20 and 40? The LCM is 40 only. So this is what? This is 2, this is 1, right? So total time they will be taking is as 40/3 days, right? Okay, everyone. So 40/3 days, it means what? 13 integer 1/3 days, right? This is the answer. When A, B, C together are working, so they will be doing 2 plus 1, 3 units per day, and they need to finish 40 units work. So they will be taking 40/3 days. So 40/3 will be like 13 integer 1/3 days, right? This is the answer. It's a very simple question. In fact, this data, for this question, this data is not at all required, right everyone? This data is not at all required. Okay, fine, no problem. This extra information is given in the question, that is okay, right? Now let's talk about the other question. Next question is, A is thrice as good as B and is able to finish a job in 60 days less than B. Find in how many days A will complete it. Okay, A is thrice as good as B. So the ratio of A is to B, the ratio of the efficiencies of A is to B is 3:1, right? So ratio of the time taken by A and B will be in the ratio 1:3. Okay. Question is, A is thrice as good as B and is able to finish a job 60 days less than B, right? Everyone, the time taken by A and B are in the ratio 1:3. So difference between the timings will be like equal to 2 units. This is 1 unit time, right? 1 unit time, and this is 3 unit time. 1 unit time means it may be 1 day, it may be 1 month, it may be 1 year, right? In the question is saying days, right? So obviously, so this is 2 unit. Okay, so 2 unit is equal to 60 days. Friends, why I am doing it? Question is saying A is thrice as good as B and is able to finish a job in 60 days less than B. It means what? Time taken by A and time taken by B, the difference of time taken by A and time taken by B is equal to 60 days, right? So here A is doing the work in 2 units lesser time than B, right? And 2 units is equal to 60 days, then 1 unit is equal to what? 30 days. Okay, so 1 unit is equal to 30 days. So here it is 1 unit only, so 1 unit is equal to 30 days. And what about 3 unit? 3 unit is equal to 3 into 30. So which is 90 days, right everyone? So A is doing that job in 30 days and B is doing that job in 90 days, right? Okay, it's a very simple question and it's a very good approach. Fine, in fact, it's a very good approach to solve these type of questions. That's why the questions are seeming, the question seems too easier for us, right? Anyways, let's talk about the next question. Next question is, the efficiencies of A and B are in the ratio 3:4. If A takes 5 days more than B to complete some job, in how many days B will finish it? See everyone, the ratio of efficiencies is given, this is 3:4, right? Okay, so ratio of time will be what? The ratio of time will be 4:3. Fine. So this is what the difference is, 1 unit, right? And question says, if the difference is 5 days, actually if it takes 5 days more, so difference of time is equal to 5 days, right? So 1 unit is equal to 5 days, so 4 unit is equal to 4 into 5, which is 20 days, right? And 3 units is equal to 3 into 5, which is 15 days. Right everyone, this is the answer. So A is taking 20 days to finish that work and B is taking 15 days to finish that work, right? This is the answer. It's a very good approach to solve these type of questions, right? Okay, now let's talk about the other one. Okay, the next question is, if the efficiencies of A and B are in the ratio 2:1 and together they can finish a piece of work in 14 days, in how many days they can do the work individually? Okay, it's a very good question, right? Everyone, here the ratio of the efficiencies is given as 2:1, right? Efficiency, right? So in these type of questions, let me tell you, you just assume, let us assume the work is 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 units, right? This 2 and this 1, we just add these two ratio terms, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3 units, right? Just assume the total work is 3 units, right? Everyone, A and B worked together on it and finished it in 14 days, right? In those 14 days, A has done 2 units and B has done 1 unit, right? Total work was 3 units and A and B together worked on it, right? So in those 14 days, and they continuously worked on it for 14 days, right? And in those 14 days, A has done 2 units and B has done 1 unit, right? Everyone fine? Okay, so it means what? Out of total work 3 units, B has done 2 units and C has done 1 unit, right? So it means what? 14 days are required. So B is doing 1/3 of the work in 14 days, right? So it means B is doing the total work in 42 days, right? Everyone, B is doing the total work in 42 days. Why? Because both are working for 14 days, right? Both are working for 14 days. So in 14 days, B is finishing 1/3 of the work. In 14 days, B is finishing 2/3 of the work, right? So it means for the total work, B is taking 42 days, right? Okay. And if you talk about A, so A is double efficient. So obviously he will take half the time with respect to B. So A will take 21 days, right? A will take 21 days and B will take 42 days. In fact, if you want to solve like this, so 2/3 is equal to 14, then this is 7, then 7 into 3 will be what? 21 days, right? So A can finish that work in 21 days and B can finish that work in 42 days, right? Everyone, this question is actually completely based on thinking only, right? You just think and solve this question. It's a very, very simple question. Just think and solve it, right? Okay, now let's talk about the other question. Next question is, if the efficiencies of A and B are in the ratio 2:1 and together they can finish a piece of work in 18 days, in how many days they can do that work working individually, right? Very similar question to the previous one. The ratio of the efficiencies is given, right? Just assume that the total work as 3 units, right? This is the total work, right? So B is doing 1/3 of the work and A is doing 2/3 of the work. Both are working for 18 days, right? So B is doing 1/3 of the work in 18 days. So for the complete work, he will be taking 18 into 3. So 18 into 3 is what? 54. 54 days. So B is taking 54 days for the entire work. And since A is twice as efficient as B, so obviously he will be taking half of the work, half of the time, right? With respect to B. So half of the time with respect to B. So half means half of 54. So half of 54 is what? 27 days, right? So this is actually a very similar question to the previous one. The only difference is in the last question, we have 14 over here. And in this question, we have 18 over here. That's it. This is the only difference in last question and this question, right? Rest everything is same. So friends, hope you are enjoying these type of solutions, right? Let's talk about the next question. Okay. Next question says, A and B together can finish a job in 8 days. A is 4 times as efficient as B. In how many days the same job will be done by A alone? The very similar question, right? A is 4 times as efficient as B. So the ratio of the efficiency is 4:1, right? So just assume the total work as 4 plus 1, which is 5 units. So out of 5 units, B is doing 1. So B is doing 1/5 of the total work and A is doing 4/5 of the total work, right? And together they are finishing this work in 8 days. So this is 8. So this is what? 8 into 5, 40 days. So B is doing this work in 40 days. And this is 2. So this is 10 days, right? In fact, you can do it like this also. The ratio of the efficiencies are 4:1. Then the time taken will be in the ratio 1:4. So 4 is equal to 40. then 1 is equal to, so this is 10 times, so this has to be also 10 times, right? You can solve it like this also, or you can solve it like this also, right? A very similar question to the previous one, and the very similar kind of solution also, right? Everyone, this approach is actually very good approach. Your competitors will be like reading the question and you will be able to solve that question in that time only, right? This approach will give you like huge edge over your competitor, right? All right, now let's talk about the next question. Okay, if the efficiencies of A and B are in the ratio 2:5 and together they can finish a piece of work in 10 days, in how many days they can do that work individually if the efficiencies of A and B are in the ratio 2:5? All right. So friend, just add these numbers. So 5 plus 2 is 7. So B is doing 5 by 7 and A is doing 2 by 7. And if together they are finishing this work in 10 days, right? So in 10 days, so this is what? This is 2. So this is 14 days, right? And this is what? This is 5. So this is 35 days, right? Clear? So A is doing the piece of work in 35 days and B is doing the same piece of work in 14 days. That's it, right? How simple is this, friends? How simple? Okay, now let's talk about the next question. All right. Next question says A does 50% of the work as B in 2/3 of the time. Okay. They have introduced one more data, right? A does 50% of the work as B in 2/3 of the time. If together they can do a piece of work in 12 days, in how many days they can do the work individually? Okay. Question says, if A does 50% of the work in 2/3 of the time, all of you just read the first statement of the question, first sentence. A does 50% of the work as B in 2/3 of the time, right? So all of you, if B is doing 100% of the work, then A is doing 50% of the work in 2/3 of the time. So if B is doing 100% of the work in 3 hours, then B is doing 50% of the work in 2/3 of the time. So 2/3 of 3 means what? 2/3 of 3 means this is 2, right? So question says, if B does, friends, please mind it, right? Question says, if B does 100% of the work in 3 hours, then B does 50% of the work in 2 hours, right? Just read this line once again. A does 50% of the work as B in 2/3 of the time, right? So question is saying, if B is doing 100% of the work in 3 hours, then A is doing 50% of the work in 2 hours, right? Now after that, the question is saying, if together they can do a piece of work in 12 days, in how many days they can do the work individually? Friends, here we need to find the ratio of their efficiencies. Fine. Why? Because we have solved these type of questions earlier, right? So here the efficiency ratio is required to solve these type of questions, right? So friends, if A will do 100% of the work, then obviously he will take the double time of this 50%, right? So this is 2 hours, so obviously this will be 4 hours, right? So A and B are taking time in the ratio 4:3, right? A and B are taking time in the ratio 4:3, right? So obviously the efficiencies of A and B will be in the ratio 3:4. Everyone, the efficiencies of A and B will be in the ratio 3:4, right? So just add these two numbers, 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. So B is doing 4 by 7 and A is doing 3 by 7 work in how many days? In 12 days, right? So just 12, right? So this is what? This is 3. So this is 21 days. And this is 4. So this is 28 days, right? So A is doing that work in 28 days and B is doing that work in 21 days, right everyone? Fine. It's a very, very good approach. And yes, you have to be analytical all the time. You just keep thinking in your mind once you are sitting to solve these type of questions. Fine. Okay, everyone. Right. Now let's talk about the next question. Next question says A does half as much work as B in 3/4 of the time. See, 3/4 of the time, right? Everyone, let's assume that this is as 4 hours. So obviously 3/4 it will be 3 hours, right? So A does half as much work as B, half as much work as B. So let's say if B works 100%, then A will work only 50%, right? So if you have to check 100% work of A also, so 100% work of A will be done in 3 into 2 will be in 6 hours. So 100% work will be done in 6 hours. So obviously ratio of the time of A and B is given as 6:4, right? So ratio of the efficiencies of A and B will be in the ratio 4:6, right? Now this is the ratio of the efficiencies of A and B. So this is what, 4/10, and this is 6/10. From where the 10 has come, 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. In fact, I can write it as 3:2 also, but it is fine, no problem, right? If together they take 18 days to finish that work. See everyone, 18 days, fine. So this is 3. So obviously 30, right? 30 days. Okay. And if this is, let's say, if this is, let's say 18. So this is 4.5. So this is 45 days, right? So A is doing that work in 45 days and B is doing that work in 30 days, right? Friends, it's very, very simple approach, and they are actually very logical questions, right? So let's talk about the next question, everyone. Next question says a group of men can do a work in 15 days, but 2 of them absent. If the rest of the group did the work in 25 days, find the original number of men. Okay. See everyone, this question can be solved with the help of MDH formula also, right? MDH formula I'll be discussing in the next video of time and work, right? This is the second part, and in the third part we'll be discussing MDH formula, right? But here I can solve this question with the help of efficiency and time ratio also, right? Question says a group of men can do that work in 15 days. So allotted and actual, or you can say assigned and actual. It was assigned for 15 days to some workers, right? But 2 of them did not come. So the rest of the workers finished the work in 25 days, right? So the job was assigned for 15 days, but actually it was finished in 25 days, right? So ratio of the time is given here, right? Ratio of the time is given here. So this is what, this is 3:5, right? So ratio of time is 3:5. So ratio of the efficiency will be what? It will be in the ratio 5:3, right? So difference is 2 units, right? Question is saying 2 workers were absent. So difference is what? 2 workers, right? So 1 unit is equal to 1 man, right? So 5 unit is equal to 5 men, right? And 3 workers, 3 unit is equal to 3 men, right? So everyone, the question is actually, it was initially assigned to 5 men, but 3 men turned out for the work, right? So 5 men usually finish that work in 15 days. So 3 men will take 25 days, right? So this is the answer. The answer is what? Find the original number of men. The question is saying, so original number of men will be 5, right? So this is the answer. Okay. So original number of men will be 5. All right. So friends, you know, this approach can be used for these type of questions, but actually this question is not for this approach. This question is meant for MDH formula, right? But this question can be solved with this approach also. Let me take one more question like this. The question is saying a certain number of men can do a work in 50 days. If there were 3 men more, it could be finished in 5 days less. How many men are there? See everyone, 50 days and 5 days less, right? So actual and assigned, right? It was assigned for 50 days, right? But actually it was finished in 45 days, right? So what is the ratio of the time? What is the ratio of the time? So ratio of the time is 10:9, right? So efficiency of the time will, efficiency will be in the ratio 9:10, right? So difference is what? Difference is 1 unit, right? 1 unit is equal to what? 1 unit is equal to, question is saying 3 more men, right? 1 unit is equal to 3 men. Fine. So 1 unit is equal to 3 men. So 9 unit is equal to 9 into 3. So this is 27 men, right? And 10 units is equal to 10 into 3. So this is 30 men, right? So, you know friends, it was initially assigned to 27 men, right? But 30 men worked on it and they finished the work in 45 days only, right? This is the data actually. Once again, I'm telling you, this question is meant for MDH formula, but this approach is, this approach is so useful. We can solve the questions with this approach also, right? In fact, any question I can solve with this approach, right? So friends, this session is over. Hope you enjoyed this session. Friends, thank you so very much. Thanks for watching. Thank you. And if you have any doubt or any query, you can mail us on adroitis@gmail.com, right? And for any other information, you can directly call us on this number 9613 1920 21, right? Okay friends, thank you. Thanks for watching. Thank you.